Hello everybody and welcome to Assassin's Pride episode 8 anime review. You know what? I actually really enjoyed this episode. Which, I've given this series a lot of flack. A lot of well-deserved flack. Well-deserved flack, I think. But this episode, I actually intrigued. I actually was wondering what was going on. I was thinking, was she actually dead? Probably not, because it's a light novel anime. I think this is a light novel. It feels light novel-y, even if it isn't, so I'm going to say it is. But yeah, I did enjoy this episode, I think. Weird how you take Kufa out of the equation and Melida, does things, which, that's good. Doing things is good. It makes you more likable as a person and a character, but a person also. Just a shame all the other characters had to be incapacitated for that to happen. So, But anyway, let's crack on with the episode, go through it bit by bit as always. Yeah, let's do this. So the episode opens up where we left off last week. All the orphans have been attacked. They're not dead. There's blood. They might be dead. I don't think they're dead. I think they've just had their life essence drained and there's blood. So, bloodsuckers. A vampire, perhaps. Not Kufa, a different vampire. I know it's very confusing. Obviously, Kufa is the prime suspect because, of course, he is. He's not there anymore. It looks like he just ran away. Silly Kufa. Where did he run away to anyway? Was he at the place later on? Who knows? Later on, Melida slips away from everyone else to go find Kufa. She runs into the Fire Girl, whose name I haven't remembered. So, she shall be referred to as Fire Girl for the duration of at least this episode. They go investigate some mystery spots. First they, dress Fire Girl up as a student because thumbs. And they pretend to be sisters. That was, they don't look anything alike. I can't believe that maid bought their story, to be completely honest. She should be fired for her idiocy. But yeah, they try and get some information. People won't talk about the mystery spots. Instead, the Fire Girl sneaks some information out of someone. She lures the information out as opposed to just asking, because she's good at that, I guess. Crooked House is the one they learn about, or the one they go to investigate. It's not a mystery spot. All they get she's like, nah, it's not a mystery spot. It's just an old house. There's a hidden trapdoor with a dungeon and some rotting corpses in it. So, yeah, turns out the rotten corpses are failed lycanthropes, and there's the disease thing they've been mentioning, like last week, that doesn't exist at all. It's just, and there's experiments by the Marquis on the people trying to figure out about the night gene. Is it called the night gene? What's it called? Oh man, I can't find it. Where's the notes? Oh man, this isn't good. Night gene factor. Yeah, so yeah, that's obviously what he's researching. And then while they're there, Melida hears the voice, and from, the creepy voice, and then she figures out, oh no, there's going to be another attack now. I can't remember what the voice said, but I'm starting to think now that she's hearing the voice talk to someone else. I guess I won't say who it is, just for the case, the sake of making the video more interesting. But I mean, you saw the episode, you know who it is. But yeah, there's been another incident. I can't speak English. Leave this in. The victim is Ellie. Oh no, she's been bloodsucked. She's lost her vitality. But also, Rosa's dead. She's just dead. Her face is bleeding that. There was a struggle. She's dead, Oh no. For a second I was like, played it off like, huh, so she's actually dead. I don't believe it I say this, I didn't believe it really, because the Marquis, who is not a trustworthy man, he's not a trustworthy man at all. He's like, yeah, she's definitely dead, I promise. So I don't believe a word that he was saying. What I think happened, based on the end of the episode, Rosa tried to attack Ellie, and then she fought her a little bit, but she got in the end, and then Rosa lost consciousness. That's why they were both knocked out. Could be wrong though, that's just what I think. Anyway, yeah, so doesn't matter though, because Rosa's dead. That bit I just said doesn't matter. She's dead. So the culprit can't be just some average guy, because he beat some people up, some strong people. He can't just be like old Joe from the pub. It's got to be someone trained. The Marquis is like, I'm gonna bring her back to life, and I'm like, yeah, okay, Marquis, I believe you. You're an asshole. Later on, the Fire Girl meets up with Melida, says, hey, don't do anything stupid and act rash, okay? Fair enough. Melida is blaming herself. She's like, it's my fault you got attacked, Ellie. I wonder what that thing you wanted to tell me about was. I didn't even mention that 'cause I didn't think it was important. But yeah, she wanted to tell her something, and she's like, oh, I wonder what that was. And then she takes Ellie's sword, and she's like, I'm going to keep this sword just in case I need it. Then it turns out that the Marquis got attacked. Someone else runs in to come save her. I'm pretty sure we're meant to know who this girl is. I have no idea who she is. But she runs in, tells her, hey, the Marquis been attacked, and Rose's corpse has been stolen. So now the townspeople want you as a hostage to lure Kufa out. So, yeah, run away, and she does. So what I think, one thing that could happen, but I doubt it because I think the Marquis is a bad guy, maybe Rosa woke up and attacked the Marquis, and then ran away herself. So the corpse wasn't stolen, the corpse did the attack and then ran. Maybe. But that would imply the Marquis doesn't know about all this, and I don't believe him, because, I mean, when did the attack start? The first one was after the Marquis showed up, right? So I think he's definitely... Is he the voice, do you think? Do you think he might be the voice? I didn't even think of that, but maybe. Maybe he could be. And that's why he didn't like Kufa. Oh, I think he's the voice, you know? I think he's the voice because he's like, Kufa, you look like this person I knew once. Oh, I think I've deduced it, guys. I'm a stealth ninja master, figuring things out. I'm probably wrong, but I'm choosing to believe that I am right. But anyway, we're not quite at the end yet, so let's keep going. So yeah, Melida's ran away. She goes to a spot that she was told to stay away from, and there's this boulder there. And you know in video games, right, where you've got like the obvious, this is a hidden compartment. It was that. It wasn't even the same colour. It might have been, but it didn't match at all. You could tell there was something behind there. So she destroys the boulder, and would you believe it, guys? There was a secret compartment behind there. And she heads in, finds a study. There's some notes on the gene factor in there, the night gene factor, and we see some experiments, a lot of, bad stuff. The voice speaks to her again, but this time she's actually, like, responding to the voice. And it's like, okay. But, yeah, then Rosa shows up, and she's got white hair and a blue eye, and crucially, a blue aura, or blue mana. So it's like, oh, crap, she's the villain. She's the bad guy. Which I guess it could be her. But, yeah, and also fangs. She's got fangs as well. She's a vampire. And the voice is like controlling her, or maybe not even controlling her, but just like telling her what to do and all that. Then Kufa shows up to save Melida. He gets turned into his vamp form as well, because the aura like contaminates him, and the voice calls him like the Ice Prince or something, so the voice knows him. Man, crazy stuff. He tries to get Rosa to turn back, and she runs off. Whether or not it was working, so he commanded her to back off, or she just backed off herself, who knows. And then afterwards Melida is like, hey Kufa, man, why you got long white hair now and you're a vampire? I mean, I know your surname is Vampire, but, isn't that a bit too on the nose, as I said? But, yeah, so next week I assume we're going to have a big old confrontation about that. Melida's going to be like, I'll stay with you no matter what anyway. And he's going to be like, oh, thanks. And, yeah, I'm curious to see what's going on, because for the first time, maybe the first time in this series, I'm actually, I think, getting into Assassin's Pride a little bit. I mean, even if I have predicted it right, it's still, I genuinely don't know who the bad guy is. Like, is the voice something separate? Is the voice the Marquis? Is the Marquis actually unrelated, like, to all this? Was it Rosa by herself the whole time? Was the voice controlling Rosa? It could be a lot of different things. And I think just the fact that there's a lot of possibilities helps, and I think this was my favourite episode so far, or the episode I've been able to get the most out of, if that makes sense. But yeah, I as I said, I enjoyed it. That was the end of the episode. What I'm thinking is Kufa might have saved Rosa from dying by like giving her vampire powers or something, turning her into a vampire when they were little, and then, does that mean maybe the same thing could happen to Melida because he gave her like his powers? Ooh, I think it might be a different thing, but it could happen. I wouldn't be surprised. That's a possibility that I'm intrigued by. But yeah, I think it was a good episode. I mean, yes, it had its problems, and I still don't know the Fire Girl's name. That's a bit of a problem. But yeah, I enjoyed it all in all. Okay, I think I'll just wrap this up here. I can't think of anything else to say. Hello. Nope. Thank you, everybody. Wrong word. Thank you, everybody, for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider liking and commenting and subscribing, because YouTube likes it when you do that, and numbers make me feel happy and all that other good stuff. I will see you next week for another episode of this, and bye, guys.